Welcome to Vegan Method. This is my take on chili non-carne. For the ingredients I've used 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, a can of black beans, a can of kidney beans, 3 different coloured medium-sized peppers, 3 red onions, 2 chilies, 3 garlic cloves and 70 grams of puree. I've also got cumin and I've got some smoked paprika and salt. I've preheated a large pan and I'm just going to add some vegan butter or dairy-free butter. You can use cooking oil if you'd rather. I'm now going to add the onions and turn the heat down because we don't want to burn them. I like a bit of colour in my onions, but you need to keep stirring them to make sure that they don't stick or burn. We'll also add the garlic, and again we need to stir them to make sure they don't stick or burn. After a few minutes the onions and garlic have softened, so we're going to add the peppers, and again we need to give them a good stir to make sure they don't stick. Now I'm going to add the chilies. I've used medium heat chilies for this recipe because it's easier to make a chili hotter, but it's harder to take that heat back away. Now once again we give it a good stir to make sure nothing's sticking or burning. Again, after a few minutes we can add the kidney beans, and we're also going to add the black beans and give it a nice good stir. This is good exercise for your arms as well as healthy. Now I add in the 800 grams of chopped tomatoes. This is 2 cans of 400 grams shop bought tomatoes. You can make your own tomato sauce, but for ease and simplicity I've just used canned tomatoes. Also, it's time to stir again. The water is starting to come out of the tomatoes, so now we add the puree to thicken it up and give it a rich tomato flavour. And again we give it a good stir to make sure that the puree breaks down and goes into the sauce. Now I'm going to add a sprinkling of salt. This will also bring the water out of the tomatoes, and I add the cumin, which is roughly a teaspoon worth, and exactly the same with the smoked paprika. So now we need to give it a good stir to make sure all those spices are mixing in and giving it a good flavour. And we're going to turn the heat up to full, pop the lid on and let it start boiling. When it's boiling we can turn it down to a simmer to make sure that we don't overcook it, and give it a good stir and pop the lid back on. So once it's been simmering for around an hour, have a little taste to make sure it's okay, and then it's now ready to serve. That's it, you have a nutritious, healthy and easy to make chili. The ingredients serves around 5 portions and goes well with things like jacket potatoes, rice or chips. Enjoy. Thanks for all the love so far. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment below.